Hey there, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, depending on when you're watching. It is Cecilia, and I'm going to talk to you about why you should never judge a book by its cover. Yes, I know we've all heard that before, and we all claim that we don't do it, but in reality, we do. And have you ever had it done to you? Has somebody judged you not knowing jack crap about you? Well, if you have, then make sure you stay on for this webinar because I'm going to share why it's so important that you never judge a book by its cover. If you don't know me, my name is Cecilia Morris, and I am your engineer by education and home business owner by desire. And guess what? Today is the day. 365 days ago, on this day, I walked out of my job. I didn't quit. I just packed up my desk and left. And then they fired me the next day. But 365, and guess what? I'm still standing. Yeah. So it is possible, and you too can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So don't get hung up or stuck on what it is you can see. Go for the things which are unseen. What is unseen has been amazing. In this 365-day journey, you all who have followed me know that I've had my ups, my downs, my hills, my valleys, my triumphs, and my tribulations. But I'm still standing. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about never judge a book by its cover. I know it's been a while since I've gone live. If you didn't jump on with my March Madness mentorship, you are missing out on a lot. We are into week 3. Next week is the home stretch. I've been helping people identify their avatar, helping them learn what to post and how to post on their social media sites so they don't look like an online commercial for their business. We've been getting into new Facebook groups to get them exposure and engagement. We created some lead magnets. You know that thing that you want when somebody puts it out there that you give them your email address? Yep, we've been working on that. This week, we're working on setting up an autoresponder, and next week is Facebook ad training. So if you missed my March Madness mentorship, you missed out. This is a new program I'm testing for 5 people, but that's why I haven't been on here live because I have been working very closely with the people who signed up. But let's talk about judging a book by its cover. Let me get this shared in a few places, and then I'll go ahead and, yeah, you can hear me. It's hard not to, right? Let me get this shared in a few places, and then I'll go ahead and make sure that we get started for today because this is really interesting. So the way it started is because I had a mental health day, and whether you are an entrepreneur or just navigating this thing called life, I encourage every one of you listening, if you need help, get help. I have no problems bi-weekly meeting with my therapist to make sure I keep my head on straight. I don't lose my mind. I don't do something destructive to myself. And then I stay focused on what it is that I have to do to make sure I can stay out of corporate America for another 365 and counting. Woo. Now, let me say this as a disclaimer. I do not encourage anyone under any circumstances to quit their job. But if you have a feeling your job is going to quit you, just get some stuff in place to make sure you can take care of yourself. I didn't know what the first step of my journey was going to be of entrepreneurship and full-time empowerment, but the journey of 1,000 steps starts with one step. And I took that one step a year ago, Thursday. It was March 22nd last year when I packed up my desk and I walked away. And I thank God for that experience. All right, so let me get this shared in a couple more places, like I said. And then we'll go ahead and get started with today's lesson, why you should not judge a book by its cover. And there's a friend of mine, if he happens to watch this, he's going to know that he's one of the people that I'm talking about because he judges. And I want you people to stop doing that because it's not conducive, it's not right, and it definitely is not going to get you where you want to go. All right, just a few more places, and we'll go ahead and get started here. Like I said, super excited that I made it to this day. And don't get me wrong, there were some times where the struggle was real. And I was like, oh my God, am I going to have to get another job? And I still look. Don't get that wrong either. I still look. But at my age and my skill set and my background in education and business, I'm not taking just any opportunity. I'm taking the right opportunity. So just because I don't have one doesn't mean I'm not looking, but I'm looking for the right thing, not just anything. And because I can save myself in the meantime, praise God, glory be to Jesus, all's good in the hood. All right, I think I'm just about done. You know, the one place I always forget to share is on my homepage. All right, so let me get started. So I was at one of my mindsets trainings, i.e. talking to my therapist, and when I left, I decided I wanted to go get something to eat. It was lunchtime, and I was like, oh, I feel like something special for lunch. So I took myself out to lunch before I came home to start working, something I do quite often. And while I was there, sitting at the bar, minding my business, on my phone, watching whatever was on TV, a gentleman approached me. And I'm looking like this. I am the jeans and T-shirts kind of girl all day, every day. This is me. Now, if I got to get dressed and put it down, don't you worry. I can put the Mac down for the smack down. That's no problem. But it was a therapy day, and I just wanted to give me some lunch and go on home. So that's what I did, and that's what it was. So anyway, the gentleman who decides that he wants to sit with me strikes up a conversation. You know, just general conversation. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Aren't you glad spring is here? Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. So what brings you here in the middle of the day? And so I said, I was like, you know, I like to take myself out to lunch every so often. It kind of breaks up the monotony of my day to get out the house. And he was like, oh, what do you do? I work from home. Okay, well, what do you do? Anyway, we're not going to go into all of that. But by the end of the conversation, he was like, I would have never thought that you had your own business. And I was like, why not? And he said, you don't look like a business owner. So, of course, I'm like, well, what does a business owner look like? I didn't know there was a certain look for a business owner. I'm just me, see, all day, every day. I can't be anybody else. And he was like, that's just not what I expected. And I will say that the restaurant I was at was kind of high end. I won't say the name of it, but it was a high end restaurant that I took myself out to lunch to. So anywho, we're sitting there having this conversation. He tells me he would have never thought I looked like a business owner because I'm in t-shirt, hat, jeans, tennis shoes, or whatever. So continue with the conversation. So my bill comes, his bill comes. He pays his bill, and guess what? His credit card was declined. So I was like, oh, wow. You know, he was like, oh, shoot, I guess I must not have made the payment. You know how people make excuses when their credit card is declined. So I didn't offer, of course, to buy his lunch because that's not what I do. But I did explain to him how here it is, you're judging me because I got on jeans, T-shirt, hat, and glasses, and your credit card was just declined. But you look like a business person, and I don't. Go figure. Anyway, the conversation with him actually becoming one of my coaching clients. So that's one instance where I say never judge a book by its cover. Some of the people, the richest people I know, drive older vehicles. I mean, I would rather take my 2004 Lexus and park it in my driveway of my 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 2-car garage, versus taking a 2017, 18 Lexus and parking it on the street because my house doesn't have a driveway. You understand what I'm saying? So don't judge people by what you see. Judge by what they do. Judge by how they treat you. Another example, I asked a friend of mine, if he watches this, he'll know I'm talking about him. I asked a friend of mine to critique one of my marketing funnels. So when he got back with me with his critique, he was like, you know, you're talking about finance, and this is when I still had on my T-shirt and glasses, but I didn't have on a hat. I had my hair on. I think I might have had a little bit of face, maybe some lips or whatever. And he was like, you know, I don't want to take financial advice from somebody who doesn't look like money. So I asked him, what does money look like? You know, a lot of people you see, rappers and different people that you may see that look like money, ain't got 2 nickels thread together, don't have $1,000, and let alone 3 months in savings or whatever. But if they have knowledge, then go by the knowledge. Don't judge a book by its cover. And at the end of the day, he did not become one of my partners in crime. Hi, Sybil, how you doing today? He did not become one of my partners in crime, as I like to call my tribe, but it did open up his eyes. So then my third example and my final example of why you should not judge a book by its cover. So because these 2 incidents happened relatively close, it reminded me of a parable that I heard not too long ago. So I'm going to share it with you, and then we'll close out for today because I haven't done a video in a while. I am going to give you a call to action, so if you made it this far, stay till the end. So the parable goes like this. So this dusty man walks into church, and he sits down in one of the pews. Somebody comes up, and they said, hey, that's my seat. So he gets up, and he goes, and he sits at another one of the pews. And somebody else comes in and says, hey, that's my seat. So this continues to go on where people keep saying, that's my seat, that's my seat. So finally he just gets up and stands at the front of the church, and he raises his arms, and they see the holes in his hands. Once again, this is a parable. And the moral of the story is that this man that everybody said, that's my seat, was actually Jesus in this parable that I'm sharing with you. So don't judge by what you see. Judge by actions, deeds. Hey, cuz, how are you today? Judge by actions and deeds, because what you see is not always the truth. And what you don't see is what you don't know. So take the time to not judge someone by what you see, and instead get to know what they can share with you, because everyone has the ability to bring light into the world. And if you can be the light of God that shines from you into others, take that opportunity. All right, so that's my story for today. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just because I'm t-shirt, hat, and jeans, realize I'm that girl. 365 days ago today, I cleaned out my cubicle and walked off my job. Can you say that? If you can't, don't judge me. Get to know what I can do for you to help you be able to do what I did 365 days ago. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. Thanks, guys. Till next time. Oh, call to action. Call to action. If you do want to know how I've been able to keep my boat afloat and my train on the tracks by the grace of God and the blood of Jesus, I'm going to give you the link in the top pinned comment to set an appointment with me. Let me just type some gibberish in here right now. I'll fix it later. All right. So I'm going to pin this comment to the top with actually a real link. So that way you can have a short 15, 30-minute chat session with me. So that way we can talk about what I did to put myself in a place where I actually could walk away from my job because I knew they were going to fire me. So that way you can have your own safety net and you can protect yourself, because as I say before in corporate America, they don't love you hoes. Till next time, my friends, check the pinned comment here in about 2 minutes.